Saryn Prime, along with the UI bundle, which I'm a fan of. I think it's fantastic. It's glorious. We more or less have an emulated mouse cursor. We could take a look at the abilities and see the changes that were made. This is current, and then next I'll show before. Done some slight modifications to the build. Totally killed the range build that I had. And I've called this, whoa, dude, obviously misspelled. Negative duration. That's still your number one goal here. Still relying heavily on regenerative molt, because I put myself in danger on purpose quite a bit. The only downside to having a negative duration build is the fact that your molt will not last very long at all. But besides that, the best part is miasma. This does 658 damage per tick. Normally this is 5 seconds. With an absolutely basic build. Basic being 100% duration, efficiency, range, and strength. You can see that the duration at a 100% basic 0 mod build lasts for 5 seconds. But if you build a negative duration build, it ticks this damage in X amount of time. Taking that exact same 0 mod build and adding only strength to it, you will see a significant change in the numbers. Still not used to this UI. 280 is cap. We don't want to change, I don't want to change the duration yet, but I'm going to show you what that does in just a second. There it is. I'm certainly aware that I could upgrade my mods even further, but if I were to do that, it would kick them out of other frames, which I don't want to do. So if we go back into the abilities now, you'll see that it's up to 742. I'm pretty sure you can achieve 800 damage per second. But the thing that I want to point out is right here, 5 seconds. If this ticks at 742 damage per second, and we lowered the duration, then it will tick 742 damage even faster than 1 second. Let's do that now. I don't believe I can go any more in the negative duration. So if we go back to the abilities now, it's going to take 800, so I have increased my damage beyond my 800 guess that I made. Now originally, let's do the math on this. I'm literally grabbing a calculator. We're going to go with 742 because that's what it was. We're not going with 847, even though that's what it says right there. Right now, we're going with 742, all right? 742 times 5 is 3,710. Now, here's the kicker. That's for 5 seconds. 3,700 damage in a huge area. It apparently is not dependent on the amount of enemies. I think it just kills all the enemies within 20 meters. It literally just kills the enemies. Once you affect them with corrosive damage by using spores, and they are spread to a few, if you can work 2 sides of the map at once with spores, spreading the corrosive, depleting the enemy's armor, and then you throw down miasma, it's GG, man. It's ridiculous. They have no armor after you put down spores because it uses corrosive damage. And then you put that together with miasma, ticking for, as I said before, we're going to stick with 742 damage, not 847 like it says right there. 742 damage per second per enemy, ticking per second for 5 seconds. But we have that down to 1.13. It ticks 3,700 damage. They have no armor within 1.1 seconds. Trust me, a negative duration build is fantastic. I am a huge fan of the Saryn rework. You're going to be seeing me a lot more. This might just become my new frame. Unbelievably, it actually chews right through Corpus shields. It chews right through their health. It's the exact same effect as doing it with Grineer. Grineer just have more health. That's all there is to it. That's the real difference between Corpus and Grineer. Grineer have a lot of health. Corpus have mediocre health and big shields. Corrosive, then viral. Takes care of everything. It's ridiculous. But it relies on, quote, per second. It'll only do this damage per second. Now, if you have a negative duration build, it ticks it much, much faster. So when I go to my whoa dude build, whoa dude, yeah. The damage is over double, and I've cut the duration down by about 80%. Which means it's going to tick hard and fast. Best synergy about what the new rework has done with Saryn. Once you cast spores on one enemy, kill that enemy, and it spreads to other enemies, you're going to want to go ahead and pop the miasma, because it's going to melt their armor. And once you pop the miasma, which is viral damage, you more than less will kill them instantly. I can only think that the best positive about the rework on Saryn has been that it is now a well-built, well-rounded, total damage warframe. Corrosive, toxin, and viral damage. Just on the warframe. That's phenomenal. And that's without even mentioning the elemental types of damage that you can put on your multiple weapons. New build, same place, going to Sedna Hydron. Check it out.
consider what I've learned from the skirmish.